Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Facebook, Apple, and Amazon. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, they're free, or click down here in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Traders, if you're looking for a new broker, check out venomtrading.com/promo/StockBookie. Best in the business, been using these guys for years. If you're looking for a new broker, check out venomtrading.com. You won't be disappointed. Alright guys, so let's get right into the daily chart. We did have, 41 million on the day, 1.3% down, or $2.14 red. We are still consolidating in this lower range, which we've talked about over and over in our videos. We cracked below this trend line, which was the first significant breach of this trend line as we were going up. I would have loved to have seen one more umbrella and then right back down, but selling pressure came on with some news holding the lower range from this higher pivot. That is a bearish sign, unless of course the markets keep going up on no volume. You know how that works, guys. So right now we're holding this area. We're holding the gap fill. I don't know why that always pops up there. Holding the gap fill, holding this gap fill here, and just consolidating sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 days sideways. 20 MA curling down, just like we've been talking about. Let's see what happens next week. If this one keeps consolidating, we will be testing new lows. I'm thinking options next week, guys. That's when we're going to have some major fun. But let's look at the weekly. Weekly close still okay. Have a little bit of a doji, have a little bit of a tail. This one stayed all right though. You know, it's not the end of the world. We did close below the 750 retrace, and we're down in this lower range. Yeah, you know, that's bearish, guys. If we retrace on this, we'll be writing calls or buying puts on Facebook. And we'll see where this goes. You know, it might be short-term ones, too. We're going to have to see how this thing plays out next week. If the volume disappears in the SPY, we start to float. We'll be looking for this area up in here. Weekly close, a little ugly, but if it retraces, we'll be shorting again on Facebook, guys. And we ended up doing a call position here, made 150% on these. I think they were about 150%. Great trade, one-day hold, where we bought them. Where do we buy them? We went over this in our video before. We bought them right here on this dip. You couldn't ask for better. I mean, double bottom right here. I'm going to put a line in there for you, too. So double bottom off the low of the day before, hits that, never closes below, right back up, straight up. We take our call position off right here, boom, for some massive gains. So daily chart, again, consolidating sideways, setting up for lower prices. This thing's got to get you up, guys. Bulls, you got to get back above the MAs, get back above this gap window, fill the gap, and then possibly higher prices. But with this consolidation, again, right now, weekly close, a little bit weak. Let's see what this spring brings us. I would love for the retrace. I don't know if we're going to get it, but let's see what it brings on Monday, Tuesday, and we'll take it from there. Apple, 34 million on the day, 2.56% down, $4.42 red on the day. Great area, guys. They push this thing up, hits the 20 MA, 50% retrace. I talked about this in my video. We didn't get really good volume on this follow through, and it just couldn't get above the 20 MA. If it got above the 20, it'd be a little bit different, and we still haven't got the 175 area. That's the big area for the bulls. You need to get above that, and then the 618 right here at 176.24. Fill the gap here at 178.14, and then possibly higher prices. If we keep consolidating in this lower range, remember, high pivot, low pivot, lower range from this high pivot here. This keeps going sideways. This thing's going to be setting up for lower prices. This 150 number is going to hit, and it's going to go lower. Earnings will be the only thing saving these markets, guys, the only thing. And I think at that point, before all these start coming out, I think we have a little more pain to go. So again, consolidating back below the 20 and the 50, a little bit weak. We didn't engulf this full candle, but it's chopping around in this lower range, so keep an eye on that. Weekly chart, same thing, down, sideways, inside bar, consolidating, couple little dojis here. Doesn't really mean much, but big areas here, guys. We got to get above the 178.06 for the bulls. This thing cracks the 164.62, breaks the 50 MA, then we're going down here. If everything works out, SPY, Qs, everything starts selling, Apple will be $124 stock. It's going to the lows of November 2016. So where's November? Right here, 104. So I'm going to say 124. There's a big gap in here too. I like the 117.98. But yeah, I mean, you get this nice retrace right back down, going sideways. Next drop's coming. And again, let them retrace. I'll be shorting again or writing calls or shorting calls. You know, bring it on, guys. Bring it on. So weekly chart though, not terrible. Inside bar, and as long as you're inside this bar, just going sideways, it's okay. If it goes up, gets above it, then we're going higher. If it closes below it and then confirms, we'll definitely be going lower. So right now you're in the middle of the range. Let's pull this down. I want to see exactly where we're at. Yeah, we're in the middle of the range, so it's a 50-50 shot. So really for me, nothing to do. We did have some Apple calls. We pulled those off already, and we shorted calls too. We've just been pumping out trades here at StockBookie, guys, left and right. So Apple though, weekly chart's okay, still extended on the monthly. Volume was okay this week, not terrible, but let's keep an eye on these patterns. Let's see what develops in the next couple weeks. But short-term daily, this is still bearish. Can't get going. Got to get above the 175, then we'll talk bulls. All right, Amazon. Gonna make these short today. Amazon, same thing. Down, sideways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 days sideways, coming off this high pivot, below the 50 and the 20 MA. Now we're back below the 50% Fibonacci. I just want to make sure that's lined up to that pivot. So we're at this pivot to that high pivot, Fibonacci level. We held the 750, went back into the 50 retrace, couldn't hold it, came right back in, filled the gap, and pretty much stalled out right there. So again, we got 7 days sideways. We always say 7, maybe 11, 12, 13. We get 17, 18 days sideways. 20 MA curls in the price. Amazon will be testing the 1167 area. We'll stop here. We'll stop at 1248, but ultimately it will be the 200 MA on the daily chart. We haven't touched that in a long time. So that's target, especially if you're below these MAs. We get back above, fill the gap, then possibly higher prices on earnings. Always news, guys, always news. Going right into it. So we're going to see what we get in the next couple of weeks. Should be very, very interesting. Let's go to the weekly chart on Amazon. Not too much on these charts, guys. I mean, it had a nice pullback. This one now, though, we kissed the 50 or the 20 MA. We're holding the 618 from this low to that high on the month or on the weekly chart. And now we're just waiting for pattern. Nice 4 weeks down. A little bit of a stall out doji. Let's see if we get more upside. Come on. One good thrust up. We'll do our thing up here and the next wave down. Because now we're going to start going, like I said, down, up a little bit, down, up a little bit, down. Just like when we were going up. Up, down a little bit, up, down a little bit, up. So let's see if we get that trend intact. If so, we're going to be going 1137 right in this area. If the market's really flip and dump, I'm telling you, we're going to be at right around 800, 750. That's where we're going to be. Volume was pretty good today, this week too. So volume is picking up. So let's see if we get some selling pressure in the next week. Again, options X is coming up. Not next week, but the next week. Have to be very, very careful with that week because markets have been a little bit crazy, up and down action. We've caught a lot of these trades, and let's see what we can do next week, guys. We're holding the key gap fill here at 1340, but we're still consolidating in this lower range, back below the 50 and the 20. The 20 curls in the price, that will send this thing down. Market sell, it's going to go down even faster. So the one thing I'm looking at too is the monthly. On all these too. Monthly stretch. Look where the monthly target is. 1038. That's your first target. Crack through that. Your second target will be the 50 MA and this low pivot right there. 714. I mean, I hope it doesn't. If this goes down to 700, markets are in some serious trouble, guys. But just be alive in these markets. Just, don't keep your eyes closed. Don't fall asleep. Keep plugging away and keep trading, guys. You don't want to wake up. I mean, look at last night. Everybody's CNBC the whole time. 1,000-point rally, 1,000-point rally. Oh my gosh. After hours, Trump opens his mouth. Boom, we're tanking. So, and we were lucky enough to sell all our calls yesterday, and we actually flipped them and bought puts in the SPY, the IWM, and the Qs. my members caught those trades, guys. It was epic. So, all right, guys, that's going to be it for those. Don't forget to check out venomtrading.com. Don't forget to subscribe to my videos down here in the right-hand corner. And don't forget to like them as well. And then remember, guys, every position you take, you don't want to go all in. Small positions, no more than 10% of your total portfolio. I would start with 5 and be willing to add. If you're doing options, those are only shares. So if you're only doing options, no more than 1 to 3% of your total portfolio. If you have 100 grand with no margin, the biggest position in a option should be 3 grand. Even if you did a grand and you pumped out 20 trades a month and made a 500 on each one, that's a heck of a month, guys. So I like to keep it simple here at StockBookie.com and just keep trading, guys. Had a heck of a year so far, and let's keep this train rolling. But again, everyone, I really do appreciate you stopping by, watching my videos. Feel free to tell your friends, tell them to come down, see what we're doing here at StockBookie.com. We're making good trades and making a lot of money here. So again, thanks for stopping by. God bless. See you on the charts.